Excusez-moi. Okay, so the mural on the wall, Sarah and everyone else, is, as I said, something I worked on for a long time, and then I got other influences. So, for instance, the actual four elements is influenced from people that I've worked with, but it's intrinsic to all of our lives. This bit here, which I call the bridge, actually was inspired by an 8-year-old at the time child when I handed my drawings to a couple of kids and went, play with this and see what they come back with, And lo and behold, that's what inspired the bridge. Okay, so in the middle, we have the four elements: fire, water, earth, and air. In our health and fitness, but this can apply to so much more. Fire would be cardio, water would be recovery, earth would be strength, air would be mobility, or what I call here neuro training, neuromuscular training, complex work to keep the neuromuscular system either active or to reactivate neuromuscular pathways that had broken down. And this goes to, by the way, like the neck video, for instance. So when you feel that strain in the neck or you feel the strain in the eyes, that's those neuromuscular pathways are being stressed and strained because they have not been utilized in that fashion before or for a long time. Anyway, I digress. So yeah, cardio, recovery, strength, mobility, to keep it simple. And then when you bring all those kind of in an even keel, figure out which ones you're missing out on or aren't doing enough of, you can get balance, all right? Now, balance is fine, but what are these to the sides? Well, these are the extremes. Now, extremes exist in life, whether we want them to or not. They are there. Now, the problem with these extremes is we often get caught in them. So again, we'll use health and fitness, but think about this in your everyday life too, okay? Super important. So in health and fitness, the classic is fat loss. And where is fat loss? Fire, cardio, all right? So you can imagine if all you're focused on is that, everything else is shut off, you're going to, quote unquote, pardon the pun, burn out, all right? You will burn out. Then what happens is, this is where you end up broken. The circle is broken. You're not focused on any of these elements. I even reference to, this could be, for instance, let's say a death in the family or something like that. I hate to be morbid, but, well, I can be a little bit sometimes. And then what happens, and especially in the health and fitness industry, is boom, we get all that motivation. We're back up here. Focus, focus, focus. Boom, think about yo-yo dieting. Bang. And we're just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and what I call getting stuck on the bridge. And that's what happens to, well, we're not going to shoot out random percentages, but to a lot of people. They get stuck on this bridge, okay? But once we find some form of balance, what we're able to do is reach out to these extremes. We can reach out, we can deal with these extremes. So let's say injury. You've been up here, focus, 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 especially as, well, Sarah, I actually know that you have kind of suffered this issue very recently. Boom, we get injured, and we can't really do that thing we've been focusing so hard on. This is why this balance is important. Because even when I can't do this, I can still maybe do the other three. For instance, it can get a bit more complex than that. So the general rule is, I'll cut this now without going on and on and on, is don't get stuck on the bridge, guys. Don't get stuck on the bridge. Think about these four elements in your life, in your health, your fitness, whatever it is. What does each one represent at this time? Because that will change over time, through time, sorry. What does it represent at this time? And you can even draw a diagram. So I might be all the way up here at fire. Whoa, no mobility. Lots of strength, no recovery. So you get that diamond shape, all right? You can literally draw this and map it out visually to see where you're kind of lacking, all right? Again, that idea of using those four elements in that way comes from a very good colleague and friend of mine. So that's the basics. Again, I don't want to go on too long as I have a habit of doing, but I hope that explains the mural and the basic concept of it. Peace and love, guys.